Hello everyone, and welcome back to the show. It's your host, Ijun Okani, here with you. Today is July 3rd, a wonderful Thursday, and it's time to dig into the archives for another trending article. Today, we're looking at a super interesting topic from the world of human-human interaction, or action. Sin. It's all about how we work with AI. The title of the paper is Autonomy by Design, Preserving Human Autonomy in AI Adaptation Support. The curl is RC or quite a fabulous 7.3021. That's a long one. So what is this paper all about? Well, everyone, think about it like this. AI is becoming a little helper in so many things, right? It helps doctors make diagnoses, it helps us write emails, and it even helps drive our cars. But the big question this paper asks is all this help actually good for us in the long run? Could it be making us, less able to think for ourselves? The paper calls this our autonomy. It's our power to be the boss of our own actions and decisions. The researchers say our autonomy can be weakened in two main ways. First is our competence, which is just a fancy word for our skills. When we use AI all the time, our own skills can get a little rusty. This is called Deskilling. It's like how we're not so good at mental math anymore because we all have calculators on our phones. Here with AI, it's a bit more serious. The other problem is what the paper calls a lack of warnings. We see, with a simple tool like a hammer, it can tell if it's broken just by looking at it. Even with a big machine like an airplane, pilots have lots of lights and alarms to tell them if something is wrong. But with AI, it can just give you a wrong answer with full confidence. There's no little warning light that says, "Hey, I might be wrong about this one." So we don't know when to trust it and when to double check. The second big problem is our authenticity. This one is a little spooky, everyone. It's about whether our values and beliefs are truly our own. The paper argues that when we use AI a lot, we might slowly start to think like the AI, adopting its biases without even realizing it. Our own personal values can get changed, and we might not even be aware it's happening. So, let's think about some real-life examples of where this could be a problem. I've got 3 for you. First, let's talk about something we all use, mobile apps and websites. Think about YouTube or Netflix recommendations. The AI is designed to keep you watching, right? The paper calls this the user tampering. The AI might show you more and more extreme or polarized content because that gets a stronger reaction and keeps you engaged. Over time, your tastes might actually change. You might start to prefer that kind of content. Not because you chose to. Because the AI slowly nudged you there. Your authenticity is being quietly shaped by the algorithm. Okay, second example. How about self-driving cars? This is a great example of the Deskilling Lack problem. If the car does all the driving for you, your own driving skills might fade. Then what happens in an emergency when the car says, "Okay, human, you take over now"? You might be too slow to react because you haven't really been paying attention. But the paper also offers a solution. Instead of a car that drives itself completely, how about a car that just gives you little hints? Like it might gently nudge the steering wheel, or change the pressure on the gas pedal to suggest a better speed. This way, the human is still in control and stays engaged, but the AI is helping in the background. This keeps our skills sharp. On my third example, let's look at a professional field like medicine. The paper talks about an AI system called Narcosator. It predicts if a patient asking for painkillers might be at risk for addiction. Sounds helpful, right? But here's the catch. In some places, doctors who disagree with the AI and prescribe the medicine anyway can get in trouble, maybe even lose their license. This puts enormous pressure on the doctor to just go along with the AI, even if their own professional judgment tells them something different. It completely takes away their autonomy, their ability to make the best decision for their patient based on their own expertise. It makes the AI an automatic authority, which is really risky. So, what can we do about all this? We don't want to throw away AI. It's too useful. The authors say we need to be smart and design our AI systems better. This is the autonomy by design part. They have some great ideas. First, we need to build in those warning signals, what they call mechanisms. For example, the AI could pop up an alert that says, "Warning, this is a very unusual situation that I haven't seen before," which tells the human user to be extra careful. Second, we should change the jobs we give to AI. Instead of having a human just check an eye in his work, which is super boring, we should have them work on different complementary tasks. Like the cancer screening example they gave, where one doctor and one AI check the scan separately. If either one finds something, the patient gets a closer look. This improves accuracy without making the doctor's skills worse. And finally, we need to protect our authenticity or true selves. One idea is to add in a positive friction to designs. Instead of making everything super easy and things like, maybe an interface should slow us down sometimes and make us think. Well, I really agree with this suggestion. This helps us stay aware of our own values. The paper also says AI should be more adaptive. Right now, many AI systems are trained on data from Western countries, and they reflect those values. But what about people from other cultures? The AI should be able to adapt to a person's individual and cultural values, not the other way around. So in the end, this paper is a wonderful reminder for all of us. AI is a powerful tool, like a super smart assistant. But we need to make sure we stay the boss. By designing AI systems carefully, we can get all the amazing benefits without losing the skills and values that make us who we are. That's all the time we have for today, everyone. Think about it next time you use an AI helper. This is your host, Ian Okani, signing off. See you next time.